terms of reinforcements to their squad. They've got experience, of course, and we saw most of the experienced players starting yesterday. Players with PSL experience, that is when I say experience. The likes of Mapate, Manana, Borenpool, Hashim Domingo, all were in action yesterday. They are on the bench available for selection. PSL experience. Liam de Kock, wearing the captain's PSL experience. Liam de Kock wearing the captain's armband for Durban City, signed from.
There's quite a bit of experience. Yes, there's quite a bit of experience with Premiership level of football. Yes, as a team, it's a return to the with Premiership. Once again, that's experience of those that is, and it's a question of being able just to settle in and the automatic promotion. And it's a question of being able to stages of the season just to survive. I don't to pick up a few points in the beginning stages of also aiming high as to win a cup.
Will be key. That will be the first priority. Will be key. That will keep you in the top flight and try to avoid them as quickly as possible.
But if you talk about changes, that's way too much. I think you want to still leave a little bit of a print of the main team that you want to go with. You need to gain. It's you need to give the players down so that they don't want to break them down. Too many games in these beginning stages can break the players down. So
well, the rain, but as I said in the well, the rain has stopped for now, but as I said in rain has come and gone.
Lighter, it's still so. The sky is clouds above us, a little bit lighter, it's still so. It's heavier, it's darker. Some parts, but in some parts
rain for most of the day. It's a decent well, the red and it's a decent looking more, but well, the red and guided behind for a goal kick.
yeah.
And guided behind for a goal kick.
The clearing header.
It's a time last season since this club who was the first choice. The man who since this club who was the first choice goalkeeper. First choice goalkeeper. Veli Motwa came in and made the choice. Now, let's have a look at what Durban City can do. Wow, went for a flat delivered there. It was an air from the city. Wow, went for a flat delivery there. It was an air post. Wow, went for a flat delivery there. It was an air post.
Only the South Cup last season, Mela is not the most encouraging. I mean, it's kick it off into a beautiful season.
Cleared away, but cleared away, but he'll come back in there. Attack. Cleared away, but he'll come back in there. Attacking it. Looking to get something onto it. It's another corner.
Bouncing in front of the goalkeeper.
Sustained pressure from Durban City.
Ball bouncing in front of the goalkeeper, Mzimela. Obviously, when you bounce off in that fashion, it can be very difficult, and it looks like it also.
Corner for Durban City. That's another corner for Durban City. That's succession 4 goal. The PSL new kicks. And it missed the first man. That's a very good finish. Actually, quality finish, and it's Durban City that get their noses in front. Listen.
And if you remember pieces, you will always be sure that Gavin will stop them cooked up. And if you remember the success players got at some stage. You can't even see there's just a forest of players defend himself.
Might well be an
Not clear eventually gets the last touch. Might have came off the defender himself.
the trajectory of the ball there is taking it on hang on but anyway, I'm sure of it all is that Durban but anyway, I'm sure of it all is that 4-0. In a moment who the referees in a moment who the referees have with each other to decide. Referees are conferring that goal. Should get the credit for that goal. Amazulu, for conditions out here, very strong wind. Their own half, must remind you of the condition that could be mitigating factors are struggling into. So that could be mitigating factors. The wind into which they're playing is a very strong 1.5. The wind into which flashes across the face there. That's a decent ball. They found the equalizer. They've got the equalizer, have AmazuluFC. They've got the equalizer, have Amazulu. One of the new faces. Helps himself to the goal lineup. Wow. Helps himself to the goal. Wow. This helps himself to the goal.
Wow. This game is going to be the best. Defensively, it will be the space of some few min pointing, I think, from DurbanCity, the way that they defend it. When it's a ball that drops into the box, maybe goalkeeper should have come out, I'm not sure. Maybe goalkeeper should have come out, I'm not sure. Maybe goalkeeper should have come out, I'm not sure.
For the was with DurbanCity, of course, last season. May well have ended himself a move to draw a level. Didn't take long for Amazulu to draw a level.
Once again, the player changed the goalkeeping position. This is what you get.
Yeah, but of course it was
this get
the coach. Yeah, of course it was really the coaches have no choice. They had to make all these changes. Really, the coaches have no choice. They had to make all these changes because 14 few hours apart. Played yesterday afternoon. Less than 24 hours later, back at it again. Less than 24 hours later. So now you have to manage the minutes.
Of course. Ask Coach Gavin. Yeah, I still have questions. I didn't have the chance to ask left position. I'm still at pains in as far as projection of Domingo on the wide left position. I'm still at pains in as far as central in the number 10 position. As I know him, a player, he plays in central, appearing on the wide left position. Went well, produced the
Domingo has not in squad for today, at least for this match. No, we're more likely Zulu to progress to the final. We're more likely to see him there.
DurbanCity.
I beg your pardon, DurbanCity. We'll get another look at Hashim Domingo, who has managed to get past Amazulu. along with Darren Keat, who's on the... who started yesterday. Who started yesterday. Now, space. Now, space down this back in. So it comes to Msobe again. Intervene there, scramble. Press of their own there. Back again. Press of their own there. As the rain is back again. Press of their own there. As the rain is back again. Working it wide. Nicely Ketanini. One of two players featured in the win control. Ketanini. One of two players that featured in the win over. One of two players that featured in the win over 2-1. Down in there with to win that one by 2 goals to 1.
Every now and then you'd know how it. Every now and then you'd know how it coach. Every now and then you'd know how a coach plays, and always looking for a certain philosophy with Gavin. The full back pushing forward. Play with a little bit width from this case. They play off the front. They play off the front. The theory and start playing a little bit higher in the field. That is also very evident into the Durban City team. The field. That is also very evident into the Durban City team.
Makes sense what Durban City are doing.
Very evident into the Durban City team.
Makes sense what Durban City are doing right now, holding a very high line as they might do. I mean, with the in behind the defense because of the strong wind that they are playing in.
Exactly.
Wind that they are playing in.
Exactly. But also that is, if you go that, if you're playing that high, you make game, and it's like the advantage is there. It's in the attacking phase of the game, and it's like the advantage is there in this position of ball. Top. Lose position of ball.
Key contest happening in. Free kick for Ama. Some distance. It's quite some distance from goal. Added distance, so who is lining it up here? It is quite this kind of range.
Never know.
Have a crack from this kind of range.
You just never know.
I would be very surprised if we had.
In fact, obviously,
it's very strong.
Yeah.
This wind.
So it's going to more like it. So it's
see what they come up with.
the right.
See what they come up with. What they worked on it with by City. Outcome easily dealt with. Yeah. They tried to. Look at that. They tries to clear it. Yeah. They tried to. Aimed at no one in particular. And again, it just gets caught in that strong wind. Leonardo Roy was wind. Leonardo Roy was what does he? Yeah. kick given. You can see from the free kick given. You can see from the way the shirts are. Free kick given. You can see from the way the shirts. Very difficult, tough conditions out there.
How strong the wind. That can give you a bit bigger.
In the Western Cape somewhere, when with a southeasterly pumping. This is what we've got here as well as pumping. This is what we've got here as well as pumping. This is what we've got here as well as some kind of a southerly wind here. Names in the direction from whence it blows. Name a wind. Yeah, that's a good looking ball. Is he gonna manage to keep it in play? He's done well. Needs support now. Keep it in play. He's done well. Needs support now. Can he get a cross into the middle? Good pressure from the defender there. On Spego. Mazulu have Mzobe. Mzobe. Now, Fezile Kaba experienced
with the flying start of both teams scoring. And we can continue to have that many chances. And since continue to have that many chances created, but his sins have gone down. To have that many chances created, but his sins have gone down a bit. Goal and not making the effort to join into the attack.
Christians moment and make the necessary adjustments. Also to find a lot of joy on the right hand side. Also finding a lot of joy on the right hand side is Kenu. Also finding a lot of joy on the right hand side is Mzobe. Mzobe. Still up. Mzobe again. Across the face. Bad one at all. And attacking it there was Atini. Not a bad one at all. And licking it there was Atini Makawolo. But never really in control of it, Makawolo. Some credit to Masco, never really in control of it, Makawolo. Some credit to Masco. Mzobe is doing some really good work down this right hand side.
That's the only way that you can create problems with both side of the wings. That's the only way that you can create problems whereby there's the potential for mistakes. This is also not so favorable, and the potential for mistakes. Create enough pressure and then punish.
Player down, needing treatment. It's a face. A couple of players warming up. Maybe players warm quiet. He's holding, that will be bad news. Is continuing to receive treatment behind. A player is continuing to receive treatment behind you. A player is continuing to receive treatment behind you. You can see there the 20 minutes gone in the second semi-final in Durban 2025 at 1-0 the victory to set up a meeting against in the final. The victory to set up a meeting against in the final. The victory to set up a meeting against in the final.
Maybe a game lens, like we saw Unzama, will turn it on. He really was the player to watch, and he made his movement and skillful attack. So we need a morning exciting with his movement and skillful attack. So we need a game morning exciting with his movement and skillful attack. So we need a game that needs a little bit of that to spark it into action.
Could be something on here for City. Goes down quickly then. But just Gavin Hunt looking on Gavin Hunt looking on man will be assisting him Pito. The environment is part of it. Yeah, somebody who is familiar with the environment is part of it. Technical team there. This also part of the technical team there.
I'm not sure if this or what role is going to be playing, but it looks like it's been dropped into the technical staff member. I'm talking Dane Clayt, formerly amongst United and at Bidvest. So he's also among.
Very nearly another chance there for Durban.
Chance.
Very nearly another chance there for Durban. Sid. Stop. Bowls one up. Well positioned to. It's very brave from this other from. It's very brave from. You could see how difficult it was in these conditions because you could see how difficult it was. It nearly didn't reach.
When the ball is too high, it has the chance. When they go in the wind, the bigger a bit. But the higher it goes, that's when the wind comes into a bigger effect.
And, it looks like they will have to take through. There is going to don't think that Taba Fezile. It's going to be. It looked like the hamstring. By the looks of things, they're gonna. It's going to be. It looked like the hamstring that he was holding for. If anything, you just risk tearing it. There's not going to be any speedy recovery.
Indeed.
Further.
Indeed.
That indeed Fezile Kaba is coming off. Now confirmation that indeed Fezile Kaba is going to be very well handled there by the from the keeper. Very well handled there by the vastly experienced Ayandam Charlie. He's been around forever as Ayandam Charlie. Ayandam Charlie has been around forever as Ayandam Charlie. Against the man who kept goal. Keeper wants the man who kept goal. Challenge there. Challenge here. It's an injury forced one. It's an injury forced one. It's an injury forced one. Out. Operator as a centre back.
Doing a Fezile, of course, looked like he had a very big profile about him. Somebody that will challenge high balls, but when I look at Nyulu, about him, somebody that will challenge high balls, but when I look at Nyulu, he's not the biggest of midfielders.
Nyulu from that's where he hails from. With Paul United, that's where he hails from. In Western Cape, last campaigner for Nyulu. As Sazi Somakawana, that's taken out, man. Sazi Somakawana, that's taken out. Sazi Somakawana, that's taken out. Somakawana. He goes in 28 matches last season for Sazi Somakawana. It's gone to London Banjo. It's caught the eye last season. The players whose performances caught the eye last season. London Banjo. Use the wind here. Use the wind here. someone to
touch it.
just touch it, apply, just guide it, whip it in. Just ask someone to
Touch it.
just touch it, apply, just guide it forwards actually. Just direct it. No need to go for power. And it comes towards the back post. And to get that right, facing his own goal as well.
We spoke about whipping it in that.
And to get that right, facing his own goal as well.
We spoke about whipping it, and that's exactly what he got. The pace was good, but there was great cover from the far post.
Senzo Globo got the tag City. Short one. Amazulu read that. So now it comes to the near post. Not sure what the idea was. Goal kick. For a goal kick.
More defensive, sitting as a central midfielder. More defensive, more anchor operation. It was a little bit more. But you look at him in last season's slight change by
Yeah. Lines from the danger area. Protected the ball well. On the free kick as well, protected the ball well. Well, it's going to be Amazulu. Well, it's going to be another season of rebuilding as well, so there's going to be a fresh look about of a number of players, so that you might imagine the core of the squad. Of course, you might imagine the core of the squad. But season where they've obviously decided, it's a season where they've obviously decided to hit the terms of now, as Azwani going into his second in term, what will be a full season, well, what will be a full season on his own.
There's not a lot of changes you can make because you have to do at least. When you come in between, there's not at least the new season gives you the opportunity, and at least the new season gives you the opportunity to be able to sign a few players of your own who plays your kind of philosophy. So Atta will have that, and this will be his kind of philosophy. So Atta will have that, and this will be his real. That one.
Not the one.
There's only one Shaka Zulu. When I looked at it, I don't know how I thought, wow. And then I realized, no, it's not the one. It's not the one. It's not the one.
Coaches confirmed the score against we just over the half-hour mark.
I like the high press from Durban City. They're not allowing too much space for Amazulu to play out. They're not allowing too much space for Amazulu to play out. They're not allowing too much space for Amazulu to play out.
It's going to be a free kick. A little tag. Something here for now. Kick. Goal kick. Possibilities for working it right now. Possibilities for City down there. The foul. Kenny draws the foul. Kenny draws the foul. Banjo does that very well. Very clever player in terms of how he gets his body in between. Pulling the strings in midfield is Banjo. Pulling the strings in midfield is Banjo. Went in no half measures there about that challenge going in. Challenge going in. Collins for Buru.
Durban City are evenly balanced game. Yes, Durban doesn't count for much because they're not making any end ends, but not really. Well, trying to make sense of this inside there. Kadot just the boss of Durban City.
It is. 10 minutes to go to the break. Watching one from behind the glass there. Where the boxes are, the suites, the main grandstand there, where they have a situation where the windows actually do not open. More effective. That the air conditioning more effective.
That's your stuff thing.
Now the point is, we just hope that the air conditioners remain fully operational, because it can get extremely hot in the away from the danger area there. First time clearance by Ayandam Chap. Is there going to be a get up and attack here? Yellow. Going to be
very necessary.
Roy. Take a look at this. For the team there, this way. Nado. Take a look at this. A man was on his way there. Take a look at this. A man was on his way there. Trevor Mugwe, Milford, and Leonardo into the book. Free kick. Free kick. Certainly have a goal from here. Test the wind assistance. So why not test the wind assistance? So why not test and anything on target crumbling. An opportunity here for City to restore his lead. An opportunity here for City to restore their lead. An opportunity here for City to restore their lead just as we approach half-time.
And the wall, of course, in front of the goalkeeper sometimes makes it a little bit difficult. That's why the opposition always puts a block of a number of players so that the goalkeeper is unsighted.
There's enough distance.
Yeah.
Over the wall.
And deep in time.
So some good technical ability. Oh, yeah. So some good technical ability. And the keeper is forced to make a save on target. It's on target! And the keeper is forced to make a save. That's all a coach asks from those situations. Make the keeper do some work. Of course, he would. A goal would
see really go with the taker. It's not every time that we see Sepp really go with the taker. It's not every time that we see set piece taking in this fashion. Certainly the power was good enough to trouble the goalkeeper. He couldn't hold on to it.
Durban City using the wind again. Another curl it in. Durban City using the wind again. Curl it in. Very good. Oh, such commitment there. Wonderful work from Atini Mapoholo. Still on attack here, they'll have the throw. Still on attack here, they'll have the throw in. Definitely dominated possession there. And Amazulu, they're going to be facing this wind over the second half. Facing this wind. Or playing into this wind in the second half. Facing this wind. Or playing into this wind in the second half. Minutes to the break. 5 minutes to the break. We got the goals. As a man continues to get assistance, gives us an opportunity maybe to just show you
the force of the wind. Finally got the last touch, and it's a great goal using the force of the wind, and finally got the last touch, and it's a great goal using the force of the wind, and goalkeeper left stranded with so many players running in for that ball, and it didn't take a minute to block the cross, and ball is sent in. The cross, and ball is sent in, and the Amazulu player just goes in between the defenders and attacks the ball beautifully.
Oh. Now, oh. Enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that from. Really enjoyed that from. Down this right-hand side. Asandam Zobe, who's been really impressive in this. Down this right-hand side in this first half. Well, was thought could be a bit of a now this is a man who was a subject of some. Was thought could be a bit of a dispute with from JDR Stars. On loan from JDR Stars, and he had been loaned out to FC Ravens by JDR Stars. He had been loaned out to FC Ravens by JDR Stars, and to snare him on a permanent. To snare him on a permanent, well, you know, it happened. But yeah, his recent performances. But yeah, his recent performances out the Kaba Cup were attracted attention of almost. Goal kick. Yes, halftime approaches rapidly here. Away. Playing away. For well, it's going to PremCup2025. It's going to PremCup2025.
The team we saw from last, not at all the character of the team we saw from last, constructive. You could see from Durban City, their game was a bit more constructive. You could see what the plan was. In this game, unfortunately, I see nothing in as far as the plan or what they try.
At Cavi, yeah, of course we have to add a caveat. Yeah, of course we have to add a caveat there. The fact that there's 9 different players,
and some of them are on trials for that matter.
They didn't secure a contract. As Amazulu now look to come forward, a contract. As Amazulu now look to come forward, Pamandascani working it wide. It's a nice little pass there. Chance! Ahead, just before the break. Beautiful. Ahead, just before the break. Beautifully worked move there. Unlucky for the keeper who made a great save initially. I understand Charlie, but couldn't keep the rebound out, and Amazulu, this is well worked.
Yeah, it's beautiful from the wide players. But Charlie makes the save, but there's not enough players of Durban City to clear, and they are duly punished of Durban City to clear, and they are duly punished.
And the man who applies the finishing touch gleefully is the fellow Zobe. The player was saying is the subject of a dispute. Atini Makogolo. To get the goal just before the halftime break.
In a game that I was beginning to be real,
just before the halftime break.
In a game that I was beginning to be really disappointed about the lack of intensity in the way it was played, and suddenly comes alike is the anticipation when the action is plays on the wide right. But what I like is the anticipation when the action is happening on the left-hand side of the attack for Amazulu, he tucks in, he anticipates the ball being when the action is happening on the left-hand side of the attack for Amazulu, he tucks in, he anticipates the ball being played into the box. So now those are clever wing players. It reminds me of the likes of Pelembe and Dane Klett when they were still at Super Sport. Let's go a look.
The great Dominguez. The great Dominguez.
I'm not sure if the national team, but
still playing for Mozambique, Dominguez.
I'm not sure if the national team, but obviously playing somewhere up north. Yes, but he's obviously playing somewhere up north.
It's connected by himself. That's the whistle from a referee.
Claims the ball is on.
That's the whistle from a referee.
Claims the ball is on.
That's the whistle from a referee. Sports complex. It's to Amazulu. The home team. By the way, it's to Amazulu. And they had to come from behind. and they had to come from behind, as they did yesterday, by the way, against Milford FC.
No,
In fact, that's it, against Milford FC, against
they were led
against Milford FC.